What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. You can see right here, this is probably the best thing to look at right here of how yesterday went. So you can obviously see it's been a rocky weekend, you guys. Friday, Saturday. Well, hopefully today we can bounce back and hit some big entries. But earlier last week, so probably like Monday through Thursday, we were just crushing it, back to back winning days all week. We had a lot of four-mans, and actually yesterday we did end up coming through with a four-man right here, which saved us a lot. If we did not hit this, we would have had a much worse day, but fortunately we did hit this here. We had Valorant correlation, which I'll actually come back to in today's video because this is part of the play that I'm giving out today. Is I'm going to do more Valorant correlation, just kind of like Counter-Strike, which I always give out, and then League of Legends correlation, which is becoming one of my favorite things to bet on, honestly, you guys. You can see these guys doubled their line right here. So their line was 18. They got 36 kills, and then this guy got 34 out of 36 of those kills, pretty much. This guy was part of, so he assisted these kills, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like this guy, he doesn't get kills, but he supports the other people, right? His name is the support, literally. So he had, out of the 36 kills that these guys got, this guy supported 34 of the kills. So you can see extremely correlated together. Pretty much every kill that comes in with this guy, with these two guys, this guy is going to have his hand in as well. So very, very correlated. Yesterday, I mean, right here in the middle were pretty much yesterday's YouTube plays. First of all, this one didn't really have a chance. The Lions lost the game. I mean, I don't know if anyone thought the Lions were going to lose that game by 15 points, but they did. It just, it happened that the fourth quarter, I think Sam Laporta got like 3 receptions because they obviously passed a ton. If you go look at that last, that fourth quarter with the Lions and they were losing the game, they probably passed 95% of snaps, you guys, because they were losing the game, so they're going to pass the ball more and more and more. The Commanders, on the other hand, if you did want to rewatch the game or look at the plays or whatever, they probably passed 3 times, I think. I think they had one like third down pass, they had one to Zach Ertz, and then they had some other one. I don't really know, but I think they had 3 or 4 passes in total in that second half. The Lions probably had like 20, okay? So Lions lost. Again, I don't think anyone could have saw that coming. And then this soccer duo, I was wrong, honestly, like Ipswich versus Man City. Man City ended up winning 6-0. So Man City, they were the much, much better team that possessed the ball a lot more. But these guys actually did have a decent bit of passes here. You can see this guy only missed by 0.5 to go over. But this guy got a ton of passes because he was like right in the middle of the field. And he got a ton of opportunities to pass. This was probably the most heartbreaking one. Dyson Daniels, he had 3 rebounds in the first quarter. Then they took away one of his rebounds, so he only had 2. And then he didn't get another rebound till the end of the third quarter. It ended up going into overtime, and he still didn't get one extra rebound that he needed to go over his line here. So, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, it really looked good after that first quarter, but Dyson Daniels, he could not get it done either. So, yeah, these YouTube plays have been rough, you guys. I'm really hoping to bounce back soon. This was another one. I think I sent this one out on Thursday or Friday on YouTube, and we are actually set up for it. Nico Collins and CJ Stroud to go over. They ended up not going over. All they did was run in that first half, and I think CJ Stroud had like 8 or 9 passes in total in that first half. So like nothing at all, and only like 6 or 7 completions, something like that. But yeah, overall, it's just been a little bit frustrating these past couple days. I did want to show you guys this, because this ribbon right here is pretty much what I showed you guys. You can see there's losses, right? There's even some 3 out of 4s, some really close calls, and really only like one big win not big win, but one win in this whole ribbon right here. This was earlier in the week, okay? So you can compare the differences between these ribbons, and that's why it's important when I tell you guys to get onto my VIP, and you can sign up for apps to get into my VIP and such, that I give you guys 1 or 2 free months of my VIP, right? It's not just 1 week, because you can see the difference in the week, right? Earlier in this week, we could not miss. Now the next couple of days on Friday, Saturday, seems like we're missing a lot, right? It's because over the course of a month, I have never been a losing sports bettor, okay? When you go a month in, when you go 2 months in, that's when some of these things even out, right? It's called variance. It's like if you flip a coin 100 times, you'll probably have a couple streaks where you flip heads 10 of those, 10 times in a row or 5 times in a row or something like that. And it's going to seem like it's not random, like it's not 50-50. But at the end of the day, after you flip it, 1,000 times, 2,000 times, these things weigh out, right? So this was earlier in the week. You can see we pretty much hit 3x, got really close here with a, entry, 9x, 10x, got close here, and then another 5x, and this was just all in a row together. So, that's called variance, right? Like, I'm not changing my strategy. I'm not changing up anything that I've done differently. Nothing's changed in the course of a week of how football is played or how soccer's played or how these esports are played. Everything is the same, right? These things will always be played similarly. If you go 30 years from now, football's going to be played the same. Soccer's going to be played the same. It just happens that sometimes the bets hit really well, sometimes they don't. That's why you got to get into the VIP for 2 months, and I can actually show you guys you can get in free for 2 months. And then this is actually set up too, so kind of setting a lot of things up, talking about a lot of things, but it looks like there's very cold weather, so Saquon's line actually got bumped up to 22.5. We took this back on Tuesday because this was on Taco Tuesday, so this is kind of one of those things. Hopefully this can hit. Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and then Saquon to go over. I'm rooting for the Eagles to hopefully win this game and get up early, because if that happens, like I said, I've said this multiple times, the Eagles do not pass the ball when they are winning, right? They do not pass the ball at all. They'll run with Jalen Hurts, they'll run with Saquon Barkley, but they will not pass the ball. This also is an updated graph on how we've been doing. So in hindsight, we're still extremely, extremely good. We're up 484 units over the past 7 months. And I actually created a new graph for you guys, which is all of 2025. So this is all of 2025 here. This is at our peak on about Thursday. So Thursday morning, I was like, we're at our peak. We're up about 70 to 75 units. And now this is kind of our slump right here. You can call it a slump, I guess. We're down like 15 to 20 units right here. But you can see in hindsight, or I don't know if hindsight's the right word, but when you zoom out, right, it's literally just a little tiny blip right here. And when this happens, we always go up, right? We always come out of the dips, and it's not even really that big of a dip at the end of the day, right? So out of this 6 or 7 month graph, you can see there's dips, there's peaks, there's valleys, but we always go up and to the right. So just keep that in mind. You can also see the record, which is important to think about. 26 and 85. So you're actually going to see more losses come into your PrizePicks account. You're expecting to see more losses, but when the greens do hit, when the plays do hit, they're big profit plays, right? You can see this one right here was actually an 8.5x, so that's going to pay for 8 entries. All right, so let's hop into the play of the day right here. We do have Valorant together, and then we also have this Buffalo Bills and Ravens game together. Let's start down here and how this is correlated. Probably just a lot easier to explain than this one up here, even though this one's also pretty easy to explain. But we do have Josh Allen over, and we got Khalil Shakir to go over too. I think this should be a really even game. If not, I think the Ravens should slightly be favored in this game. They are slightly favored. That's what Vegas is saying. I do think Josh Allen is probably going to have to play hero ball to win this game. He's going to have to pass a lot. Baltimore is bottom 3 in all of the NFL in passing defense, and they are top number 1 in the league in rushing defense, okay? So if you're Buffalo and you're the coach of the Buffalo Bills and you see that the Ravens are bottom 3 in passing defense, but they're number 1 in rushing defense, what's the game plan that you're going to center around to beat these Ravens? It's going to be to pass the ball, okay? There's no reason they should just run into a brick wall every single down and try to run the ball with James Cook or Josh Allen. They should throw the ball to win this game, okay? If they get behind in this game, they're going to have to throw the ball like we saw the Lions do. But either way, they should be coming into this game with the expectation to throw the ball. So we have Josh Allen over, and then we got Khalil Shakir over as well. They actually already played the Ravens once this year. Khalil Shakir got in the mid-60s, so he went over this on only 4 receptions, I believe. Kincaid is also a decent play you could do. He got in the mid-50s, and his line right now is like 31, which I think is really low. So if you want, you could pick Shakir. If you want, you could pick Kincaid. I'm picking Shakir. I just think he's more consistent. But yeah, this is the first duo right here, and it's very correlated, right? The better Josh Allen does, the better this team, the more they have to throw, the more likely that Josh Allen is going to go over his pass yards, and Shakir is going to go over his pass yards. All right, and then the second part of this here is Valorant, and I always talk about Valorant and Counter-Strike as more rounds equals more kills. So if more rounds happen in this game, both of these guys will have the benefit of that, and more rounds equals more kills. So if this game does go into a longer game, maybe even overtime, more kills are going to happen between these two guys, and their kill total should go green and green together. The opposite could always happen, and this game could just be a really short game. One of these teams blows the other team out of the water, and in that case, that would probably go red and red together. Just like if the Bills get up by if the Bills get up by 20 points in the first quarter, you can pretty much call this to go red, because Josh Allen is not going to have to throw to get back in this game, and there's just no reason for him to throw if they're up by 20 points, right? But hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully this is just a really close game and kind of a shootout like we saw last night. So this is the play of the day on PrizePicks here. Quickly, you guys, if you want to get into the VIP, I kind of talked about getting in for 2 free months. This is the way to do that right here. All you have to do is text me the word parlay to my number on the screen. I will have you guys sign up with Parlay Play and put $10 into this app. Once you do that, send me a screenshot of proof that you did that, and I will get you guys into the VIP for 2 months free. Again, we've never had a losing month on the VIP over the past about 7 months that I've been tracking this. So very consistent. Again, we have losing couple of days together or whatever. And really this past week, we've actually gone up because of how good the beginning of the week was. But over the course of a month, we probably put in 200 plus bets. And over a course of a month, we have never been down. Actually, the lowest that we've even gone up is like 30 units, which is still incredible. So text me the word parlay right here to the number on the screen, and I'll get you guys into the VIP for free for 2 months. Again, that's all you guys have to do is just text me, and I'll send you guys the instruction. All right, and the second and the third play today is going to be on Sleeper. We do have 2 picks on sale. It is part of Sleeper Sunday, so Sleeper gives out discounts every Sunday and Wednesday, just like this. Mark Andrews' line is normally in like the mid 40s. They're discounting it down to 33.5. So this is just like Taco Tuesday. It's just on Sleeper instead. It's literally 1 click away on your phone, so why not use it? We're going to take Mark Andrews over, and then we're going to take Alex Sarr over 1.5 assists right here. This is going to be the first part of, or the first entry on Sleeper. This is $10 to win $28. And then we got Jalen Hurts, and then we got I think his name's Jason Carty to go under 1.5 field goals made. It is the Rams kicker right here to go under 1.5 field goals made. And then we do have Jalen Hurts over pass yards. This is probably a little bit sus just because I told you guys Hurts rarely passes if they're ahead, but it's still good. His line's normally like 200. So, we're getting like a 25 yard discount, which is still pretty big at the end of the day. And this is $10 to win about $33 right here on Sleeper. So, again, download Sleeper. I always tell you guys to download Sleeper. It's the most consistent way to just you don't win a lot of money on it just because you have to kind of bet the promos like I tell you guys to do, but it's very consistent. You can see in 2024, I made $1,000 on Sleeper. I'm telling you guys so easily, like 5 minutes a week, maybe on Sleeper, just putting in the plays that they give us for the promo. So get Sleeper. You can also text me the word paid to my number right here, and I'll get you guys 1 free month of the VIP for doing that too. So multiple ways to get into my VIP completely free. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's have a good day today, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.